بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم نبهني فيه لبركات أسحاري ونور فيه قلبي بضياء أنواري وخذ بكل أعضائي إلى اتباع آثاري بنورك يا منور قلوب العارفين.
Just can't concentrate. I don't know why. Oh my God. What are you doing here, Shaitan? Just thought I'd get a little bit of a break and visit my favorite fun Zakira. You are not my favorite, all right? And I don't know why you visit me so much. I don't know what. Go visit somebody else. Go bother someone else. I'm so glad it's the holy month of Ramadan, you know, because that way you and the likes of you are like tied up so that you can't bother people. How'd you get out? Sometimes I like to just peep out before I get caught and dragged back in. But right now, I wanted to see what you're up to. Trying to be good, huh? Well, it is the holy month of Ramadan, and you know, alhamdulillah, Muslims all over the world are doing their best to do salah and to recite the Holy Quran, to give charity, to be nice to their relatives, to not fight, to not swear, to not cheat, to not do backbiting. Yada, yada, yada. Who cares? It's not gonna work, you know. It's not gonna work. What do you mean it's not going to work? Of course it's going to work. Alhamdulillah, good deeds, you know, we get like amplified sawab. Yeah, but you know what the problem is. You guys get all cocky and you think, oh, I've done so much sawab. I am going to go to heaven. And when you get proud like this, sister, that's when all your good deeds go to hell. That's nothing to laugh about. What do you mean? So if I get a little bit proud when I do something good, like I can count, like I've done 4 fasts and boy, I've prayed all night and I'm just feeling good. Why is that so bad? You have to do all this stuff for the pleasure of God. Even I know that. But you guys, you know, you do stuff and you're like showing off and telling each other and making it look like you're all that. That's the whole problem. And see, this is what is known as riyakari, when you have pride in a good deed. And that's like pouring water over all the good work you do. Hence, hell, the fire. Well, I hope not. Aren't you unemployed these days? I don't know why you're even around. No, we don't get unemployed. Actually, we're kind of in teams. And our leader, the great Satan, makes us little guys, minions. You know what a minion is? Yeah, those yellow guys, right? Not those. I'm a different kind of minion. I'm an evil minion. I do bad things and I make people do bad things. But then I'm sure that they feel bad about it. And then they say, Astaghfirullah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives them. You know, in this holy month, we have the Laylatul Qadr, the nights where we get to, do all this ibadah and say, Astaghfirullah, Rabbi wa atubu alayh, and then we do all these tasbih, and alhamdulillah, we are promised that we're going to be forgiven. I hate those nights. I hate those nights because you know what it feels like? It feels like as if someone has thrown a heavy stone on my head. It breaks my head into several pieces. That's what the Holy Prophet even knew about. You know, one day the Holy Prophet met Shaitan, the big guy, the head honcho, not me, the big guy. And he said, my people are going to say sorry and Allah will forgive them. And that will break your head, Shaitan. And people try. They try breaking my head. They try to break and fry my head. But I try to make them do bad deeds again. Well, inshallah, in this holy month, people will be truly repenting. And then your head will break. I don't like that. And that is the whole weapon of a believer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this weapon that, even though you mislead us, He always forgives us. And inshallah, we'll try to be strong and not do bad things. But don't think that you can get away with what you do. It's not going to work. I don't know. I have also made my own weapons, and that's what I was saying. I never get unemployed. We're in 4 units. Did you know that? 4 employment teams. Wow, 4 teams. What do you guys do? Well, in the first unit, what we do is we work on, the older people, like the uncles and the aunties, What we make them do is sin because if they die and they have done good deeds, they're going to go to heaven. And then we're going to be very lonely in hell, Shaitan and all of us, So we want company, so we work on the old people. Terrible. Awful. Not impressive at all. You should just not have a job. It's terrible to have such a terrible job, like doing bad things. Yeah. And, the other team, we work on the young people. Our job is to make young people do bad things because if they start getting into the habit of doing bad deeds, then chances are by the time they're old, my job will be done. I don't got to work on them, like I have to work on the old people. The young people, they start with bad habits and we've got them. And of course, the other unit works on the women and the children, but that's an easy one. What do you mean easy? I don't think so. We work hard to be good. Nah, not really. These old people, what I make them do, it's so diabolical. You disgust me. What do you make them do? Well, first of all, I make them lie. Then I make them accuse someone of something which they've not done. Number 3, I make them tell fake news. You know what that is? Yeah. It's like saying something that didn't really happen. Exactly. So I make them tell lies about people. They're like, I swear I saw this person do this and this, but it's all a lie. The other 4th thing I make them do is I make them do their salah, but I don't allow them to gain any knowledge. So then their salah really doesn't help them because the knowledge is lacking, There's this big gap in their brain. So, I like that. I don't know, that's so mean. I mean, they're such good people, they're doing good things. Inshallah, your power on them will not be very strong. Now, as long as they've got pride and ego, no matter what they know, it's all going to go to hell anyway. And one of the things we make these old people do is we make them not only speak bad about other people and attribute like bad deeds to them, and we make them like, have these empty prayers. But another thing that we do that really, really works is that when anyone tries to teach them, like a young person, what we do is we make them say, "Excuse me, how dare you teach me? I'm older than you." So they don't like young people preaching to them. So it's fabulous. I have such a great modus operandus. Oh my God. So that explains why, like, people in the community act bad sometimes. And no matter what we teach them, they say, "Oh, this person's too young. They don't know anything and they don't want to learn." Well, not only do I sometimes stop them from doing their good work, I make them do more bad deeds. Which brings me to the second unit, where we make young people look and listen to bad things. So what we do is, first of all, we don't let them pray Salah. You ever tried to make someone pray? You are right. Whenever you tell somebody to pray and you tell them it's Salah time, they get upset. Is that you? I tell them there's plenty of time. It's not qaza right now. Come on, we've got all the time in the world. So this is what I do. And then they don't pray. It starts with when their mom says, "Go do your wudu." Okay? And I'm like, come on, tell her it's not even time to pray yet. Because, moms, they want them to go and pray before it's even time. They want them to sit on that prayer mat being ready, like as if prayer is going to run away or something. Well, of course, the time to pray is going away. It's a very precious time when the sun is in the sky at a certain time. Like that sun that's smiling behind the clouds right now, behind you and me. Yeah. That means it's time for me to go and stop some people from praying right now. Good for you to remind me. That wasn't my point. What I'm saying is, that sun is smiling like that. When there's a time in the sky, when it's just the right time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, now it's time for Dhuhr, now it's time for Asr, now it's time for Fajr. So that is when we should be on the prayer mat. And that's why mothers say, "Honey, get ready. Go and get on that prayer mat," because mothers understand. But then always, whenever we're telling the kids, they're always saying, "No, no, no, why do you want us to pray?" And they're always getting angry. Thanks for letting me know this. Next time a child is angry because I'm telling them to pray, I'll remind them, Shaitan is making you talk this way. Oh man, why do you need to do that? Come on, sister. I thought you and I were friends, okay? We're just sharing some strategies. You don't got to go and tell everybody. Well, you are an open enemy. You don't hide anything anyway. It's us human beings, we often mess up and we follow you even though we shouldn't. Yeah. We're just so good at what we do as shaitans, man. And one of the things we make these little young people do is we say, don't pray your salah. And then we tell them, don't go to Hajj. Don't go to Ziyarah. And we say, let's go to the Bahamas and Bermuda, and let's go to the Caribbean, let's go to Hawaii. But when their parents say, let's go to Ziyarah, we're like, say no right now. And they listen. You are so mean, really. I don't know how you can do what you do. How do you sleep at night? I don't sleep. I got work to do. Night is when I make people do bad things. Make them watch bad stuff on the computer, listen to music, you get their headphones on. I got work to do. I told you, I can never be unemployed. I have a life, okay? Even you people when you're social distancing and social quarantine and all this stuff, are you kidding? There is no rest for the wicked. We wicked people, we don't get time. We get tired. And Shaitan, he's so mean, he doesn't even pay us. But that's because he's Shaitan. What are you going to do, sue him? What are you going to do, say go to hell? Oh, he is going to go to hell. You should leave the jokes for the comedians. You're a bad comedian. That's not even funny. So what do you do to the young people? Like, you make them not want to go to ziyarah and hajj and not pray salah and not fast. What else do you do? You make them look at bad things. What else do you do? I know what you're doing, sister. You're making me tell you all my secrets. But I don't mind, even if I tell you. They're going to do it anyway. They'll know I'm coming and they'll still do it. So first I make them look at things which are forbidden. I make them listen to things that are forbidden. And you know these rap songs, have you heard the lyrics? Hi, yi, yi. Even my ears burn. Holy macro. These rappers and these musicians, whoa, mamma mia. I mean, where do they get these ideas? Oh, from Shaitan. It's all us. Oh my God, I'm so good at this. Subhanallah. And you know what? What I do is I make people feel proud of themselves. Have you seen those young people with their six-pack abs and their muscles, and they're like, I am so strong. And, oh, check her out. She's so fat. You know, I make the women, that look down on each other. And then I make people do get pride. I make them be greedy. I make them get jealous. I make them get angry. I do all the works. Wow. Pride. Oh my God. Pride was the entire reason that Shaitan was thrown out of heaven. He didn't want to do sajda to the creation of Nabi Adam alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Adam that you are the best of my creations. He told all the angels. And he said, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. I have made human beings from the best of molds. And he said, everyone goes to sajda. But Shaitan, he was too proud. And that's exactly what you do to the young people. You make them proud. Greed is another thing you said. And that is the exact reason that Nabi Adam and Bibi Hawa were in trouble, because you and your lot made them greedy and made them want to have from that tree that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said not to eat from. This is just, oh my God. I'm starting to realize things here. Yeah, well, I also make them jealous. You forgot that part. Yeah, jealousy. Habil and Qabil. Oh my God, that's exactly why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was so upset at them. And that was the first murder in the entire history of mankind. Because Qabil killed his brother Habil because he was jealous of how much his offering was accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wow. Yeah, I make them angry. I make them, when people want to sacrifice for God. This is, what is called jihad. You understand jihad, right? Oh, jihad is like when you sacrifice in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there's the jihad of the nafs, which is the jihadul akbar, the higher kind of jihad, right? When you're controlling yourself. Yeah, so I make them angry, right? So their jihad's like shot right there, okay? I shoot their jihad. Get it? Shooting jihad, get it? So anyway, so I shoot their jihad right there. And when they want to do jihad, they're like, okay, you know what? I think I'm going to sacrifice. I think I'm going to give something out of my pocket. I think I'm going to, be nice to this person. I'm going to let my brother have this nice chocolate that he likes, and I was going to eat it, but I'll sacrifice my chocolate. So what I do is I say, no, don't do this jihad, you silly goose. And so they listen. Wow. So even though we don't go to the battlefield to do jihad, when we're doing jihad in the little things in life, you stop us. Oh my God. And you ruin all this opportunity we had to get thawab. You're terrible. I know. And the last thing I do, when people don't get it. I am the third person in every place where a man and woman are alone. What do you mean by that? Well, sometimes people think they're alone with somebody, right? I come there. Whenever a man and a woman are alone, I come there and I put bad ideas in their mind. And I am the reason that people do bad things on the internet and on chatting and stuff because they think nobody's looking. They don't realize I'm the third person there. I made them think this way. They think it's all safe and, kosher and halal, and they're just friends, and they're just looking, but they don't realize. Whenever such opportunities show up, I'm an opportunist, I look for opportunities, where I can do the best that I do. I'm good at what I do, you know what I mean? So I show up, and then even when they were just friends and they were doing good things, I spoil it. I'm a spoiler. Ha! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! I'm a spoiler. I spoil good deeds. I spoil good intentions. I spoil everything. Well, you really shouldn't rejoice too much because in this holy month, we're all going to get strong and we're going to beat you, Shaitan. And we're going to give up all our bad habits and we're going to give up all our bad intentions and we're going to reflect and really think about those things that make us do bad things. And inshallah, we're going to be so good that even when this holy month ends, you and your minion-like people, your Hizbush Shaitan, the army of Shaitan, you will not be able to do anything to make us do bad stuff. You wait, just wait. And that's a challenge. Seriously? Oh man. Oh boy. What? Time's up. I'm being called back. I gotta go, oh my God. Oh, I feel like Cinderella, when it turns midnight, they're waiting for me. I gotta go back in my chains. See you later, sister. I'll be back.